So much for joining me on my Facebook Live tonight. So here's what we're talking about tonight. I don't know if you've ever felt this way, but I certainly do. Is sometimes I feel like I'm just making my mortgage payments, but I'm not getting anywhere, or I'm just paying my debts, but I really feel like I'm not paying everything off. Okay. And so one of the main reasons why I find people get stuck in this sort of treadmill, or not, yeah, I guess it's like a treadmill, is that their mortgage isn't set up properly right from the start to help them get ahead. So at the Mortgage Center, my name is Sandra and I'm the principal broker here at the Mortgage Center in Guelph. We've helped thousands of people pay off their debt and their mortgages quicker. And so here are some of the tricks of the trade that I've learned over the years, and that I'd like to share with you in helping our clients. So one of the first things that I think is just sort of a no-brainer is pay your mortgage as you get paid. So some people get paid on a monthly basis, some people get paid on a semi-monthly basis, which is twice a month on the 15th and the 30th. When I say how they get paid from work. Or some people also get paid on a bi-weekly basis every 2 weeks. So I say budget and pay your mortgage as you get paid. Now, there are some ways to pay on an accelerated basis. And so one of the things that we can do with you is if you say, hey, you know what, I'd really like to have my mortgage paid off in 10 years, or I'd really love to have my mortgage paid off in 15 or 20 years. We can calculate what that payment is and then adjust the payment to how your pay schedule at work works. So for example, I get paid semi-monthly, and I know I'd like to pay my mortgage off in 10 years, hopefully. I am 48 right now, so I'm aiming for freedom 50, not 8. So I know that if I want to kind of continue on this course and pay that mortgage off in the next 10 years, I have to pay so much twice a month. So most people get paid bi-weekly, so that would be sort of one trick of the trade. I also find too that sometimes people are so focused on paying off their mortgage that they start to accumulate debt, a credit card or line of credit debt, which doesn't actually meet their, so they've made a conscious effort and they said, I'm going to pay off my debt, I want to pay off my mortgage debt, but they haven't changed their lifestyle to accommodate that. So yes, I want to pay my mortgage off in 10 years, but if I continue to kind of tap into my lines of credit or my credit cards, I actually meet clients in this situation all the time. So they said, Sandra, I want to pay off my debt or my mortgage debt in 10 years. And then in 3 or 4 years, they come back and they say, oh, what's going on? Like, I've paid $50,000 off of my mortgage, but I now have a $50,000 line of credit. So, and the reason for that is they were just too aggressive at paying off their mortgage, and they also didn't change their lifestyle habits, right? I always say to people, there's more to paying off a mortgage. It's important to pay your mortgage off, but you also have to live, right? So I think prioritizing purchasing and how you manage your money is important as well. The other thing I wanted to mention to you is for those of you who are like really meticulous with your finances, and now like you're looking at your finances on a weekly basis, one of the products that we do offer at the Mortgage Center is called a Manulife One, and it's a really interesting mortgage product because Manulife is like an insurance, well, obviously insurance and a financial planning company. So the Manulife One is more of a financial tool. And the reason why it can actually help you pay off your mortgage quicker, and this is only for a specific group of people where they find that they have a lot of cash at the end of the month after they've made all their bill payments. So the neat thing about the Manulife One, it's just a large secured line of credit that has a bank account attached to it. So right now, most people pay their mortgage, and what happens is you get paid by the financial institution, or you get paid by your employer. That money goes into the bank, and then you make all your debt payments from there. So like your mortgage, your property taxes, any credit cards or lines of credit. How the Manulife One works is you actually take your money and you deposit it directly into your family's operating line of credit. So if you're making if you're netting about $5,000 a month, that $5,000 a month goes directly into your family's operating line of credit to make the payment on the mortgage. And then you pay all of your bills from that line of credit. So the trick is with this one, if you find that you have a few $1,000s left over after each payment, and I know many of you do because we're not going out for dinner as much, we're not going out at all, we haven't gone on vacation, I just find I have more money in the bank account. So the Manulife One product is a really interesting product. I'm not usually a product pitcher, but it'll help you pay down on your mortgage quicker. If you're interested in learning more about some of those techniques, you can always connect with me on my website at skipthebank.ca. There's a great tool on there that you can just click and schedule an appointment. Before I let you go though, I also wanted to share with you some other interesting ideas about how to pay off your debt quicker. So today's topic is, you know what, I'm not getting ahead, what can I do? So I just shared three really interesting things on what you could do to pay off your mortgage quicker. The first one was making sure that you pay your mortgage as you get paid from your employer. The second thing is not to be too aggressive at paying off your mortgage, and then try to avoid accumulating credit card and line of credit debt. So look at a balance between paying off your mortgage but also not accumulating debt on the other side. And then the third tip that I just gave you was, look, if you're very carefully watching your pennies on a weekly basis, the Manulife One product is probably a good mortgage product for you. Okay, so those are some interesting things to help you pay off that debt quicker. Pay off your mortgage debt quicker. And then I just wanted to wrap up on some few little tricks that I've learned just over the last 6 months on how to pay your credit card and line of credit debt off quicker. So first thing is, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm using my credit cards more often than before. And the reason for it is I'm not shopping in stores anymore, I'm just shopping online. So I was speaking to my colleague, and one of the things that she does is if she makes a $100 purchase on her credit card, she automatically, when she completes that transaction online, she then takes that $100 from her bank account and prepays her credit card. So I thought that was really interesting. The other thing I should mention to you is a lot of you may have like a rainy day fund, and we do work with some financial institutions who actually have like a home warranty system. So this idea about planning ahead is very important so that you don't accumulate debt. One of the really neat things with these financial institutions and this home warranty system is they will cover up to $10,000 worth of repairs related to heating, air conditioning, plumbing, or electrical. So what you can do with these home warranty systems, there is a monthly charge. It's about $20 a month. But if you do have a problem with heating, air conditioning, plumbing, or electrical, you just have to call the toll-free number, and a repair person will come by and actually make the repairs. And I think the minimum cost for that is $50. So even though the repair might be $3,000 or $4,000, this home warranty system will help you cover it. So this is one interesting topic around planning for the unexpected. So these are just some really interesting tips for you on how to, we talked about how to pay off your mortgage quicker. I shared with you a trick of the trade when you're buying things online so that you don't accumulate credit card debt. Remember, if you're buying something online, as soon as you make that purchase, as soon as you complete that transaction, take that same amount from your bank account and pay it on your credit card. And then I talked a little bit about planning ahead and like how to avoid having to pay for a big expense, an unexpected expense, where we at the Mortgage Center work with many different financial institutions who have this really amazing home warranty system that will cover some major repairs on heating, air conditioning, electrical, and plumbing. I'm so glad you joined me tonight. We love helping people at the Mortgage Center. If you'd like to learn more about what we do, you can check us out at my website at skipthebank.ca, and you can actually schedule a 15-minute consultation from there, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Okay, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Bye for now.